Hi, I'm Alexandra Spirer. I'm a journalist and a publicist, as well as an event producer. And I have my own business. And I'd like to introduce you to Tiffany Gaines.
Hi, I am Tiffany Gaines. I am the CEO and founder of SS Global Entertainment. I am a distributor, a publicist, and entertainment manager, as well as pretty much anything you can think of when it comes to the entertainment industry. I help put things together, put people together.
Oh, I love that. So,
Indeed.
Tiffany, what does International Women's Day mean to you?
Wow. Well, International Women's Day means to me a movement, a huge movement of women coming together, celebrating their greatness. We all obviously have the tendency to be looked upon as second rate in comparison to a male dominating industry in general, all industries. So I think this is so important for women to come together and strengthen numbers, obviously. And with that, we can let our voices be heard, right?
I
Let our
love that.
voices globally.
Yeah, I mean, International Women's Day to me, I guess, means the empowerment of women and coming together from all different backgrounds, from all different cultures, all as one. And I love that the day celebrates every woman, no matter if you're from the US or from you're abroad or where you're really from. So I think it's an amazing movement and an amazing day. So I love everything that it talks about. So when you think about Women's Day, what does empowerment mean to you?
Empowerment to me means, and this is something I actually speak about, and this was told to me by a good another affiliate of mine that you'll be seeing a lot more of. It's not over empowering, but it's empowering. And empowerment, I feel that means that we're just showing that we are great in our own right, right? So we're not trying to compete with others. We're not trying to step over others, and say, well, I'm better than you in this area or whatever the case may be. It's really recognizing greatness in all aspects of our being. So to me, that's what empowerment is. Yeah.
I love that. I mean, empowerment means to me being able to empower women to be their best selves. Because I think so many women are so afraid to be authentically who they are and to really show themselves to the world. So, what I would love to do is empower more women to become themselves, not be afraid to have a voice. Because I think so many people are so afraid because we're told, oh, well, we're not as good as men or other people. So, when you can have that voice, it's it's such a powerful thing.
That's so true. And it's almost a stigma. And it comes from the traditional views of women. We're supposed to be at home, we're supposed to be cleaning, taking care of the children. So I think that women have the tendency of feeling like, oh, am I supposed to go a little bit further or higher than my other half or maybe my male counterparts? But that's not the case. If you actually rise and speak at a level where people can be heard, and speak for your foundation or speak for your network or for the better of all people, then it actually works towards the greatness of everyone, including men. And you're so true. That's so true about what you said. Women do feel that sometimes maybe I shouldn't. Maybe there's some line that I'm crossing and I really don't want to because they're in fear of, breaking their relationship that they have with whoever. Again, it doesn't have to just be the other half. It could be a partner of theirs or their male counterparts. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
And
definitely
yeah,
do.
I think that's good for us to come together. And I wish it was more of a movement in terms of celebrating us every single day, 365 days in a year versus just the day. But this is a start.
I think it's definitely a start, and I agree. We should be celebrating ourselves all year round, every single day, not just on one day. But I love that we have at least this one day to push towards getting to all the days because I think we all need to as women, support women every single day, not just, as you said, one day during the
That's
year. So,
right.
what would you love for future generations of women to be able to do, whether that's having a voice or being more empowered? I mean, what do you think we should be telling our youth and those that are up and coming as women?
Well, that's a question. I think we need to encourage our youth by bringing them into leadership roles as well. We have the tendency to feel that we, as old heads or people of experience, know what we're talking about. So, to the youth or those beneath us coming up, we have the tendency to say, you know what, not right now. We know what we're doing. We'll teach you how it's done. But that kind of discourages the youth, and so what they're starting to do now is create a new lane for themselves. They're saying, okay, well, if you're not going to do it, we're going to do it faster, smarter, and better over here. And then the veterans are going, oh no. So this is one of the reasons why I push collaborations so heavily and bringing in the shift of collaborations in terms of leadership, right? So what would I tell the youth, the females of today is, listen, there is a lane for you all. It's not an intimidating field in whatever area of expertise you practice. Just create something to where you're good at it, constantly research, network, and collaborate with people who are in your industry or something, a mentor, of course, someone that has been there, done that, but then always be looking into more smarter ways, not to overpower what the greats have done in the past, but to just make a little better, right? That's what I would tell them. And I feel like we're missing that a lot in our veteran world.
No, I really love that, and I agree with everything that you said.
Mhm.
I think sometimes youth are not really sure really where to go or how to start, or especially as women, because it's hard in general to get yourself out there. And I guess everybody tells you, well, you should do this, you should do that. So when you're able to empower women and especially our youth to really go for what they want, and whether it's getting a mentor or getting themselves out there, I think it's just such an important thing.
Absolutely.
I really love that a lot. I guess
Yeah.
so. I guess in closing, is there any woman or women in your life that have inspired you um, to be where you are today?
Well, it's going to sound cliche. Of course, my mom, but she indirectly teaches, she indirectly inspires. She's not a leader who just says, this is what you should do, but she's a leader and one that has had courage, and she's had the bravery to be able to just move through life with all the challenges of being not only a female but a minority. She came from Taiwan and she traveled out here, gained her citizenship, and barely spoke English. So imagine the challenges that came with that, right?
Sure.
So when I look at her lifestyle now, she's retired, but she had her own business and she's was very successful in what she did, her own travel agency. She traveled the world. So my mom for sure is of course going to be one of my mentors as a female. My sister's another one. She's younger than me and she's starting her residency to being a doctor. I don't know what exactly her field of study is going to be in terms of her certification, but we come from a very humble upbringing. We didn't have much. We lived in Oklahoma. We started out in a trailer. My father worked really hard towards getting us into a small but conservative house. And here I am. My little sister is going to be a doctor,
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, last but not least would be my daughter. She's 20 and she's overstudied. She's constantly thinking of things that she needs to be a part of, from programs to new studies to new leadership roles. She recently was celebrated by the president and the dean for her college. What is it called? Her college grades, I guess. I guess it was the last academic semester. But yeah, these three women are close to me. They have my heart and they're great examples. of leadership in their own right.
Well, they all sound like amazing women with such
Yeah.
amazing stories to tell. So thank you for sharing that. I think for me, like you said, my mom is definitely a huge inspiration to me. Um, she's always been there and been that voice in my head telling me that I could do anything that I wanted. When so many other people told me, oh, well, yeah, I don't know if you're good enough or you can do it. But she was always the one and continues to push me to this day. So I'm forever grateful for that. Also, my grandma, her mom, who's no longer with us, she always had a joke or something to say, but she was always encouraging me to be my best self. So I think those two women in my life are really the inspirations that have gotten me to where I am today. In addition to so many amazing friends and other women that are in my life that I'm so blessed to have.
Right.
So, Tiffany, what's the best way somebody can reach out to you or follow you, whether that's on social media or any other means?
Of course. They can go to my website, which is tiffanygaines.org, TiffanyGaines.org, or you can reach me via social media. I am Tiffany Gaines on Instagram would probably be the easiest. But if you can find me, DM me, and I will definitely respond.
I love that. And everybody can reach me at Alexandra, Alexandra, Spirer, Spirer.com, or on Twitter and Instagram at aspira76. Well, thank you so much, Tiffany. It was so wonderful chatting with you.
You too. Thank you so much for having me.